everybody. Welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. I'm Miss
With
B.
a what? With a what? With her. Welcome to a Quickie with her, Miss B. With her. With her.
I'm a little tongue-tied today.
I got my little stalk of wheat in my side of my cheek here, and I'm just with her over here. How y'all doing? Welcome to a Quickie with her, Miss B. What in the world?
Anyways, today's Tuesday. All day and half the night.
What happens the other half of the night?
Can't tell you. It's a secret.
Oh, okay. I just wondered.
This week we're doing the best and worst. So today we're going to talk about those concerts.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I can tell you my worst right
Okay.
off the bat. It was hyped. Hyped.
Mhm.
And of course, I should have realized I was listening to a hippie, and it was not going to be good. But I went anyways. I mean, some of that stuff, I just got turned on to the Guess Who and all this. And oh, you know what? This one's coming to play. You're like, what is that? It's kind of like a modern, I don't know, John Denver. And you're like, I don't know. I never heard it before. So I ended up going to the concert. Wow.
Yeah.
The guy's got a guitar. Now, this is in the 70s, late 70s. The guy's got a guitar that's probably from, I don't know, 1920. I think he was missing a string, like literally couldn't afford one of the guitar strings because it wasn't there. And he was playing, and it was so out of key. And him singing, these are some of my original hits. And I mean, he was singing about trash. And I mean, now, believe it or not, he was an environmentalist back then, Christine. We have to take care of mother. You're like, what? Wow, what? I'm laying on a blanket in a field listening to what? And I remember looking at her and going, you know I'm not taking you out to dinner after this, right? I'm probably going to go home and throw up. I couldn't. There's probably I don't know, 80 people there. And we're all like looking at each other going, did you get fooled too? Did they tell you this guy was good? Because I'm like, what? How in the, what? What in the, and of course, way before the internet, so you couldn't warn the world, don't go here. Don't fall for the, oh, it was unbelievable. And he had given himself some kind of a, stupid name, the Swanee of life or some, I'm going to listen to the Swanee of life. And you're like, what is that? Oh, he's so amazing. It's awesome. The message is just, the music is so powerful. He's just jamming and you can't believe it's just him. And I'm going, sounds interesting. I don't know where jamming came in because all you was, mother, we're killing her. You're like, okay, I'm ready to leave. What is this? And they charge like $1.50 to get in. Now, for all you young ones, it was the 70s. $1.50 was a lot of money. Big concerts were $8. So I mean, him charging $1.50 was like, I'm gonna need that back. I couldn't believe it. It was like, oh my word. Yeah, Swanee. I'm like, oh my God, unbelievable, terrible, awesome. What was your worst concert?
My worst concert was when we went to go see Prince.
Really?
He himself was fine, but I don't know who was doing the equipment for him, but they could not get their poop in a group. We waited. I don't remember how long we waited, but we waited quite a while before they got their poop in a group and got everything on stage or the sound system. I don't know what it was that was, the problem, but it seemed like an eternity before he could play. It was just bad. And in the meantime, you're looking around, because you have nothing better to do than to check out the crowd. And then you start looking at the way some of these people are dressed. No, this is back in the 80s, folks. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You should dress your age and be age appropriate with your dress because, yeah, there was one lady, I don't know, this always sticks out in my mind. Remember those tight, they almost look like disco pants, but they were shiny and they pretty much stuck to the body of the woman, and they would always wear like these high heel shoes with them.
I called that the adoring look.
Okay, well, it is adoring on some people if you are age appropriate and have a shape to wear those types of clothing. This lady had to be like well into her 60s.
Oh yeah, no, no.
With a pair of these on.
Yeah, that would be
purple.
Yeah, it even got worse. Yeah, I didn't think it could get worse, but you got worse. Well, you remember for a while there was this, I don't know who. I would love to find the person that started this craze because I think pummeling them for at least a month straight would be great. Yeah. But they had that thing called the muffin top for a while. Do you remember that? They're like, you know what? I don't know what to do with this. And you're like, well, you put a shirt over it. It's part of life. It happens. But you know what? I'm going to do what? I'm going to highlight it. That's right. I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to have it the only thing out the shirt. I want everybody to look at just that. Oh, my God. Are you going to name it? I'm going to name it. What are you going to name it? Muffin top. Oh, shit. What the? Are you kidding me, people?
And that name stuck ever since,
Oh, my word. You're like, we all have problems and we all have things that gravity begins to affect. We cover them up and we don't run around going, I'm going to name it. I'm going to name it.
I'm going to own it and I'm going to name it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that just kind of ruined the whole atmosphere of the concert from that point forward.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah. You're like, what's her deal? I don't know. She wants somebody to look at her. If you could look at her so I can enjoy the concert, this would be great. As soon as you look at her, you'll have her attention, and you guys can go over there, and we'll all have fun with the concert.
Yeah, we're going to look over there where the stage is at.
Yeah, you want to make $20 here? Go look at her.
And on that note, I think I'm going to go grab my sunglasses. Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Quickie with Ms. B. And if you missed the first half of the episode, please go check that out, or any of our previous episodes for that matter. And as always, thank you for joining us. This week, we're talking about the best and the worst. So today, we're talking about those concerts.
And that story that I started to tell you happened at a great concert. It was the Mob Rules concert, and it was awesome. Mm-hmm. And there was a guy who lost his hot dog. And he was asking people, hey, have you seen a hot dog? I'm like, what? Well, I got it. And then, well, yeah. Have you seen a hot dog? I'm like, well, they have more of them there. Yeah, but I'm looking for mine. Oh, whatever you're on, dude. First of all, I don't want it because I don't want to be wandering around Kemper Arena trying to find a hot dog.
Hot dog.
But I remember someone said, anything special we should know about it? Oh, yeah, I had a drink with it. Oh, dude, really?
Did your hot dog have a bun or no bun?
Was there anything on it, dude? Do you want to talk about it? I remember the one guy said, "Are you sure you didn't eat it?" No, I was gonna. I was gonna. It's like, well, that's pretty obvious you were gonna. You went and got it, so yeah, we all had that part down. It's the whole you don't know where you left it thing. I still think he ate it. He had to have.
He probably did and just didn't remember.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord Almighty.
Those were some drugs.
Yeah, but how in the world do you lose a hot dog? And here's the other thing. He wasn't holding. This is the part that, of course, I'm always amazed by the dumb stuff, of course, you know. I'm sitting there thinking, he hasn't asked us about the soda, and he's not holding one. He's worried about the hot dog. But the soda's alone, too, out there in the great big beyond. It's out there, too, and he's not talking about it. Apparently, he doesn't care about the soda. I'm sure it's feeling a little nervous and scared, too. Sitting out there trembling next to a hot dog. Oh, they you think he's coming back? All right. I have issues. It just was so stupid.
Yeah, well, you know.
Great concert. Fantastic concert. But some people had a little much of whatever it was.
Well, you know, he had his priorities, and the priorities were the hot dog.
That's just, wow. Wow.
I don't know why I'm laughing so hard.
Did you lose a hot dog too?
I'm just thinking along the lines of priorities. So I was at my very first Motley Crue concert.
Mm-hmm.
It was like intermission. We're there during the break and getting the stage set. So we all ran downstairs to get something to drink.
Okay.
So we're like the third person in line from the counter, you know, getting close up there to get our drink. And it was pretty packed. And all of a sudden, I heard them start playing the song Girls, Girls, Girls. Yeah. But they rolled out on in their Harleys across the stage. So I heard the Harleys. And, you know, I'm all about the Harleys. So here's me, third in line. Don't care if I have a beer. Don't care if I have a drink. In my high heel shoes, I'm running up 3 flights of stairs to get my seat.
Hey, sing it, girls, girls, girls.
But the boys are on the bikes.
And they're saying, girls, girls, girls. She's a girl. She has to go. It's required.
The funny thing was our other friend that was with us, she didn't even know that I was gone out of line.
Well, hopefully she wasn't number 4.
No. She was number 2. I was number 3. So she got her beer and came back and said to me, "Where were you?" I said, "Here." And she goes, "But I turned around to talk to you and you were there 1 minute and the next minute you're gone." I'm like, "Yeah, but the boys came out on stage with bikes." Yeah. That was the best.
And you probably saved $20 because I'm sure a beer at a Motley Crue concert has to be like $20.
Oh gosh, yeah, it was just crazy.
I remember I went to a free. Now imagine this. Mm-hmm. I went to a free concert. Mm-hmm. It was free. Do you know how much money it costs to go to a free concert?
Well, it depends on what you get at the free concert.
Well, to park was $70.
70?
70.
What?
70. They were towing cars everywhere. They're like, if you don't park in the structure, they're going to tow you. And you're like, what? Because they tow everybody. You're like, you don't want to be in Boston and get towed. All right. So I'm like, how much is it there? Well, it's concert night. You know, well, what is that special price for? Yeah. You're like, well, how much is a special price? $35 an hour. But if it's wait a minute, are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah, $70 to park. And you're like, okay, well, this is a heck of a free concert. And then you get inside, and when of course, like grab a dog or whatever, hot dogs, $6.
Was your blood pressure going up by this point in time?
Well, you can imagine. Well, see now, but then they had specials where you could get a hot dog and that little bag of chips and a small soda that was mostly ice.
Yeah.
That right there was $12. So it was a deal. You're like, what? It's a combo meal. It's a deal. You're like, what?
Okay, not so much.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, they charge a lot of money. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Great concert. It was free, but yeah, costs a lot of money to go to a free concert.
I can just see it now. What? $70?
I thought it was free. The concert is free, sir. Parking not free. 70, please. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yep. And on that note, we need to say goodbye.